I felt that it was a very sad incident that happened, obviously.
And I don't know of any person that could actually do that to the American public without feeling remorse.
It's very disappointing.
It's kind of almost sick in a way, the fact that people are willing to hurt innocent people who honestly had nothing to do with it or were innocent civilians.
Like, it's really sad that it actually happened to us, but hope it doesn't happen again.
I think it's a complete tragedy because all of the people who were running in the marathon didn't deserve to lose their lives just because of the terrorist attack that was at the finish line.
Okay, well, I thought it was like a terrible event, like somebody's running a marathon and then they just get blown up when they finish. And I feel like in America something like this shouldn't happen with our high security and everything, but I guess it does happen.
Okay. What were you thinking when you heard about it?
I was thinking, I didn't even believe it was true. I was thinking it was sick, and then I got kind of scared almost, like
It was kind of a shock.
almost as if it was something else, international, kind of like a 9/11 attack.
I was just surprised that people actually do this kind of stuff.
When I first heard about it, it was when my dad told me the night when he came home at like 7 o'clock at night.
I was really upset because I heard like an 8-year-old girl got killed.
So I was completely shocked. At first, I almost thought, like, I couldn't believe it. I didn't think he was kidding, but it was almost too horrible to be true.
And that, like, for somebody to be able to set a bomb up at the end of a marathon, they have to be, like, crazy, and that it was just ridiculous.
About it was shocking, displeasing. Definitely, like calling family members, stuff like that. It was worrisome. Yeah.
Do you feel like do you feel events like this are happening too often?
The fact that the events are happening, whether or not it's too often or not, even if it happens once, it's still scary.
I do think it's happening too frequently, especially with like the school shootings. I think it's a really big problem that we kind of need to change. But I mean, I understand it's kind of a hard problem to change.
And now it's just like every other month we see a shooting or a bombing and stuff.
I do. With all of the shootings that have been going on lately and the supposed terrorist attacks, I think it's becoming more of a norm, which definitely isn't good for the country. And I think it's becoming way too common to hear about it in the news.
It kind of goes to show that we could do more with security.
Well, based on that, do you feel safe?
No. Not at all.
Yeah, I actually still feel safe even though this happened because I'm confident in our law enforcement and we caught them.
I do feel safe, and then I don't. I mean, there's always bad guys out there. There's always wrong things out there. But I mean, I can't live my life fearing that negative. Like, I can't just like lock up my room and stay there.
I do feel safe because we're living in like suburb and like it's not really dense population, so I don't think anyone will want to hurt us because it's not really efficient.
But I mean, in my school environment, I do feel pretty safe. But I do know that it's possible for stuff like that to happen. So I'm always alert and I'm always on guard. But I do feel pretty safe.
But you never know what could happen, so.
No, I actually feel very unsafe.
Wow. Can you elaborate on that?
What?
Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, I feel unsafe because I'm like paranoid wherever I go now.
I still feel safe, but I guess that's just because something hasn't happened in our area yet. But it's definitely like a concern that it could happen.